You're the drink, the capsule in the bottle, the damsel in the dress. You come to save me from distress. Stay the weak, distract me from my problems. The war inside my head make me forget I'm such a mess. I know it's selfish, but the only thing I want, oxytocin, high on hoping that the way you love me can fix how I hate myself. Overdosing on emotion, but when the chemical love wears off, I'm just as broken. You're my oxytocin. I'm on the brink of my self-deprecation. I'm hanging from the precipice of empty promises. To myself, I can't help it, still nothing has changed. I need your therapy, euphoric chemistry to fix my brain. Oxytocin, high on hoping that the way that you love me can fix how I hate myself. Overdosing on
the following. Okay, good luck, everybody.
Who's to know what happens when the world ends? At least this is an okay barn for running into you. It's an awful house, and I wanted to get you out. I'm working on a plan right now to come through. I've waited for a lifetime for you to calm down. Oh, nothing feels the same without you now. I've waited for a
Yeah, I got you. I got this on camera.
'cause nothing feels the same without you now. What's the point in dreaming if I lose my voice the second